A British Vogue article recently went viral asking, "Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now?" And honestly, it's not a bad question because right now, saying my boyfriend online almost feels like saying a dirty word. Women are blurring faces, cropping partners out of photos, or quietly deleting posts all together. One writer, Stephanie Yaboa, said she lost hundreds of followers in just 24 hours after hard launching her boyfriend, simply posting that she was in love. People unfollowed her as if being in a healthy relationship somehow made her less interesting. And that moment hit a nerve because it made people wonder, has being in love actually become a liability to women? For decades, women were rewarded for living in what Shantae Joseph called boyfriend land. Your status rose when you had a man, especially if you could show it off. Online romance meant relevance, but now the opposite. In 2025, independence is the new luxury item. And being single has become a kind of aesthetic. Being partnered doesn't make you look powerful. It makes you look preoccupied. And that's why women are hiding their partners. Not because they're ashamed of love, but because they don't want to be reduced by it. They want the benefits of partnership, intimacy, support, security, without the brand damaging of appearing like their life revolves around a man. It's not, I don't want a boyfriend. It's, I don't want to lose myself again. The social media side of this story is wild. When Stephanie Yaboa lost those followers, hundreds gone overnight, exposed a strange double standard. Her audience wanted her confidence, her voice, her creativity, but not her happiness. It's as if people think the moment a woman falls in love, she stops being creative, independent, or relatable. And that's where the article struck a cultural nerve, because both men and women misread it. Men took it as proof that women hate relationships. Women took it as proof that boyfriends ruin your life. But the article wasn't really about that. It wasn't saying men add no value or that love is embarrassing. It was saying the internet doesn't like watching women center men in their content. People lose followers, they lose friends, they lose engagement. In a world where attention is currency, love has literally become bad for business. Here's the deeper truth. People aren't tired of love, they're tired of imbalance. The internet is oversaturated with highlight reels of relationships that, behind the scenes, are emotionally bankrupt. So when women post about their boyfriends, viewers subconsciously wonder, is he worth all that? Let's be honest. A lot of men today are offering less than they used to, emotionally, financially, and romantically. Many still expect women to cook, clean, support, nurture, listen, heal, and remain loyal, while offering back half the effort, unclear intentions, and no long-term plan. They want the emotional benefits of commitment without actually committing. Romance has become performative. Simping is mocked. Courtship is dead. And women who once saw relationships as aspirational are now asking, what's in it for me anymore? Because if a boyfriend doesn't improve your life emotionally, financially, or spiritually, then yes, it's not just embarrassing, it's depleting. Men often say they want traditional women, but too many no longer want to be traditional men. They want feminine softness, loyalty, care, without providing the masculine strength, protection, or stability that makes that softness safe to give. I'm not anti-modern relationships. I believe in balance. If both people work full-time, then chores, emotional labor, and effort should be shared. But the traditional masculine role, providing, protecting, leading with integrity, still matters. Not because women can't do it themselves, but because they shouldn't have to do it all alone. And when men stop bringing those things, when love feels like unpaid labor, women lose respect. That's why even women in long-term relationships feel burned. Some stay 10 or 20 years with boyfriends who never propose, only to watch him marry the next woman 6 months later. That's not just painful, it's humiliating, especially if your social media, your identity, your circle, all revolved around him. So yes, if a boyfriend doesn't improve your life, it is embarrassing. But let's clear this up. The article wasn't saying love is embarrassing. It was pointing out that audiences no longer want to consume relationship content. People want autonomy. They want to follow women for their insight, creativity, humor, and strength, not for updates on their romantic life. And honestly, I think that's healthy. Because love should be something you experience, not something you perform. It should make your life richer, not water down your identity. That doesn't mean men add nothing. A good husband, a good partner, one who contributes, commits, and protects, can absolutely make a woman's life better. But a boyfriend who offers nothing and drains her energy, that's not love. That's a liability. So is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? Only if he doesn't add value to your life. Because being loved by someone who expands you, who invests in you, who brings value, That's not embarrassing. That's evolution. The new standard isn't being single or being taken. It's being fulfilled. If your love isn't growing you, it's holding you back. Like Vogue said, there's no shame in falling in love, but there's also no shame in trying and failing to find it, or in not trying at all. Being single isn't tragic. Being in a relationship that makes you smaller is. So maybe it's not that love is embarrassing. It's that we've outgrown the version of love that costs us our self-worth. Love doesn't have to drain you to be real. It doesn't have to disappear to feel safe. And it's not a downgrade when both people give back what they take. Because the right kind of love will not make you lose followers. It'll make you find yourself. It's not just you, it's me. You're human. Stay messy.